be one with you. It is nothing but just a basket full of agony. ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਨਾਂ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਛ ਹੋਰ ਮੰਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਦੁੱਖ ਮੰਗੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਮੰਗਣਾ ਕੀ ਸੀ ਦੇਹ ਨਾਮ ਸੰਤੋਖੀਆ ਉਤਰੈ ਮਨ ਕੀ ਭੁੱਖ. Now this is where one of these days we're going to discuss naam, because we're confused about naam. It is not definition ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਜਣਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਬਹਿ ਜਾਂਦਾ and then we fight over it. ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਦਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਣ ਦਾ ਤਰੀਕਾ ਬਣਾ ਰੱਖਿਆ. But we have to listen to a guru. ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਾਂਗੇ ਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਢੰਗ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ. ਇੱਕਾ ਬਾਣੀ, ਇੱਕ ਗੁਰ, ਇੱਕੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਵਿਚਾਰ. ਬਾਣੀ ਵੀ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੀ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੈ, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਇੱਕੋ ਹੈ, ਤੇ ਵੀ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਦੀ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਹੋਊਗੀ? How can we have... Somebody actually came up to me and says, you know what? ਸਾਡੇ ਮਹਾਂਪੁਰਖ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, and it was at the start of that last New Year's night. And he sat there and he wanted to argue and he says, you know, Sade Mahapurkh, this so-called saint, he could come up with 68 different meanings of each line. I listen and listen and listen. I say, you are saying that Mahapurkh hai. I think it's Mahamurkh. Je Guru ke re ekko bani di ekko vichar hai. How could somebody come up with 68 different kinds? Yet we have fallen prey to that. Guru's message is very clear, precise, and to the point. There's no ambiguity. The ones who read Gurbani, you will actually come across ਜਦੋਂ ਭਗਤ ਫਰੀਦ ਜੀ ਦੇ, ਸ਼ੇਖ ਫਰੀਦ ਭਗਤ ਕਬੀਰ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ. That Bani was registered by Pancham Pasha. There are certain times Guruji had to interject his own shabads in there. And they're clearly marked with Mahalla Panchama. So you don't mix them up with Sheikh Freeze Shabad. And they were added on for added clarification, so you wouldn't get confused. Go look it up. There are 237 Shabads that are in the name of Sheikh Fareed ji. Only 232 were written by Sheikh Fareed Sahib. 5 were written by Pancham Pasha. Read Bhagat Tannaji De. There's 3 registered in Gurbani. The middle one was actually registered by Guru Pasha. And that was to get rid of that story that he was worshipping a stone, कि पत्थर नूं पूजी गया, पत्थर चो रब कर लिया. Guru Pasha ने clarity कर दी. And what are we doing? We're still doing the same thing. पत्थर चो रब कढ़िया सी. Same thing with Bhagat Namdev Ji's Bani. We're still saying कि वो जाके मंदिर च बैठ के मंदिर घूम गया. गुरु नानक पातशाह मक्के गए, मक्का घूम गया. Read Gurbani. Totally discards those stories. Bhagat Naam Ji di Bani खुद कह रही है, नामे सोही सेविया जे देहरा ना मसीत. I only worship the one ਜਿਹਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਦੇਹਰਾ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਮਸੀਤ ਹੈ. ਤੇ ਉਹ ਫਿਰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਹਰੇ 'ਚ ਬਹਿ ਗਏ ਸੀ. And you read the whole Shabad. But the ultimate point here is we don't read Gurbani. Gurbani nu samjhya nahi. If you don't understand it, then we can't follow it. In order to understand, we have to give it some time to sit down and analyze every single word so we can start to understand कि उस अकाल पुरख परमात्मा दा हुक्म की सी. What did he want us to do before he put us here? What is our objective? What is the objective of this life? We read on daily basis, Pai Parapat, Manuk De Huriya, Gobind Miranaki, E Teri Pariya. Our card Tere Kase na kam. Does that mean we shouldn't be going out getting a job and education? What is that our kaj? Tere kite na kam. Mil sad sangat bhaj keval naam. Does that mean we should be sitting in the Gurdwara 24/7? Who's going to run those companies? Who's going to look after the sick and the poor? Who's going to put out those fires? Build roads. ਜੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਲੋੜ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਸੀ. See, all of a sudden we look at the Gurbani and we just say, ਹੁਣ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਵਿਹਲੇ ਬੈਠਣਾ ਸੀ, the ones who didn't want to work, they say, ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ. And then all they do is dig up a little room in the basement and then close the doors. ਅਸੀਂ ਭਗਤੀ ਕਰ ਲੱਗੇ ਹਾਂ. ਅਵਰ ਕਾਜ ਤੇਰੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕੰਮ. Guru Ji isn't saying ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਦੁਨਿਆਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨੇ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ. Just read the definition of a Sikh in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. It will tell you every single chore a Sikh does. ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ, ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠਦਾ, ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਭਗਤੀ 'ਚ ਜੁੜਿਆ, ਗਾਤਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ. ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਆਹ ਕਰਨ ਚੱਲਿਆ ਸੀ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੇਧ ਦਿਓ. Guide me throughout the day so I wouldn't fall prey to these worldly things. ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਧੋਖਾ ਕਰਨ ਨੂੰ ਕਵੇ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਬੈਠਾ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਝੂਠ ਨਾ ਬੋਲਾਂ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾ ਨਾ ਦੇਵਾਂ. That's why we read Gurbani during the early morning hours. Okay? So that is your guidance for the whole day. And then you do your soida at the end of the day. ਉੱਥੇ ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਬਖਸ਼ਾ ਲਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਮਾਲਕ ਜੇ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਗਲਤੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ ਦਿਓ. And give me some more guidance here for tomorrow. ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਉੱਠਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਰਜ਼ਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲਾਂ. But we're not, we turn that into a ritual. We get up in the morning, we're taking a bath, and we're just going away. And it's like somebody just put the CD on. We just keep on going. Hook me over in a car. Is that making any sense? Would you continue reading? We need to take our time. Gurbani diyan paundi swere Japji ne take some time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But ek ek pauri nu samjhne di koshish karo. We should take the time to understand Gurbani. So we're going to come to, just to summarize what we did last time. Guru Ji gave us the direction, Hukum razai chalana, Nanak likhya na. Hukum de vich chalana sikh. Learn how to walk in his hukum. And don't do that because you're being forced to. Learn to walk in his hukum and enjoy it. Raza de vich chalana sikh. Khushi khushi chalana sikh. Te likhya vi tere naal. Now I look at my hands, I look in the mirror, I don't see it anywhere. Te likhya kithe hai? Sahib Sri Guru Granth Sahib. Jyon prani jal bin hai marta, taise sikh gur bin mar jai. Just like a fish dies without water. A sikh dies every day the moment that Sikh forgets his Guru's teachings. Asi road kinne veri marde hain, kinne veri jamde hain. We die every moment that we forget him. We read and read on a daily basis. Akhan jima visare mar jao. Akhan, when I remember you, when I talk about you, only then I'm alive. When I forget you out of my mind, I'm as good as dead. ਮਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਬਰਾਬਰ ਹੈ ਮੁਰਦਾ. ਤੇ ਕਦੇ ਮੁਰਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਿੰਗਾਰਿਆ? Do you